Hello and welcome back to Barely Tactical. I'm Sean, this is Nathan, and we wanted to talk to you about the firearms ban that happened in 2020.
For those of you that lived under a rock, didn't have internet, or perhaps are fortunate enough not to be Canadian, in 2020 a big thing happened. Through an order in council means, the government decided to ban 1,500 plus firearms and firearm variants, with an additional 500 models being added after the fact of assault-style weapons. We never had assault-style weapons, as we've joked in the past. But this ranged from your AR15s and derivatives, M14s, and then down to obscure stuff which nobody owned, like grenade launchers and RPG-7s.
Yeah, up to and including a coffee company and a few websites.
Oh,
as well.
Don't forget the airsoft guns.
Right.
And a couple paintball guns were included.
Yes, but no hunting shotguns. We were told that there are shotguns on that list.
Yeah, but I asked Ivor Johnson collectors. A few of those got included because their bore wasn't the right dimension.
So there's been an amnesty period for these now prohibited devices, in which there was going to be a buyback program that was supposed to be...
Did they post that? I don't remember getting offered any money.
That's weird. Yeah, it's almost like they lied to us. So the amnesty period just keeps getting pushed back and back, and that's what our update is today. Is it was pushed back yet again? So
what?
I know, weird. I actually have what was released here. So on May 1st, 2020, the Government of Canada announced prohibition on more than 1,500 models and variants of assault-style weapons. You'll notice that term keeps coming up. They're not.
The laser-guided baby killers, right?
Yeah, the super deadly extra killy guns. Such as the AR15. Since then, approximately 500 additional variants have been prohibited, have also been added. These firearms can no longer be used, imported, or sold in Canada. This is also aside from the handgun ban that also happened. Yeah. As of May 1st, 2020, an amnesty order had been placed to protect lawful owners of the now prohibited firearms. The amnesty order will be extended until October 30th, 2025. So what does this mean? It means that there is no buyback in place. They haven't been able to secure funding for that. We knew that was happening because when they did this, they hadn't even started the process. It sounded like a really fruitful lie. And honestly, it's kind of coming down to the wire where it's like, okay, like it's going to be 5 years at that point. What the hell?
Like, what happens? Is everyone a criminal? Are people going to have to turn them in? And this comes on the tails of, and we'll put the caveat, speculatory reports that people were getting notices saying their registries for restricted firearms are going to be revoked coming the end of the amnesty period. Now, we haven't received anything like that, but there's speculation that that's been floating around. And then conveniently, this amnesty extension rolls out like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, honestly, and it's one of those things where like it just never seems to end. At this point, you almost want closure of like, okay, what's going to happen? Because we have these we have things in this house which are now on that list. That means that we are not able to do anything with them. We can still transport them as if they are their old classifications, but to what point in purpose? Because we can't actually take them out to the range and shoot them. So there's been this
to get destroyed or to go to the police station.
The two
good things to do with guns.
The two things you want to do with every firearm you own. So obviously our freedoms have been kind of stepped on here. I mean, gun owners, especially legal gun owners in this country, have been under attack for a long time. This is done under the guise of, this will help with gun crime and all that. Because all the legal gun owners in Canada are the ones in the streets shooting each other in Toronto and such.
What's happened in the GTA since the gunman? Has gun violence gone down or up?
The criminals know they're illegal, right? That they can't have them?
They must have got the notice in the mail like we did.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe they got put in their junk.
Or maybe they have special licenses.
Special street licenses.
Yeah.
For the glizzy sticks.
Oh, I hate these. All joking aside, this is terrible. Like, this has been ongoing, and it's an embarrassment in Canada, at least. We'll add that to the list of embarrassments lately. But yeah.
Yeah, at face value, at least we have another year of what if. We're not going to be criminals.
2025.
A year extension from the current amnesty deadline, or now past amnesty deadline. So it was May 2024, now it's May 2025.
Yeah, well, it's the same. We have 2 years. Yeah. Like it's
Either way, we get a little bit more time to figure out, what's going to happen.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where I know gun owners, especially gun owners. I want to say this because I've seen and felt this. We want to obey the law. We want to be, law-abiding citizens. we understand that we've taken courses. You know, it is more of a privilege than a right in Canada. It
Our
always
daily
has been.
background checks.
Our daily background checks and all that. We've jumped through every hoop, whether they be on fire or not, to get here, and then to have this kind of pulled. Yeah, it's very, very frustrating. So to know that there's no closure coming anytime soon is kind of annoying. We do highly recommend that if you're in Canada and you are able to vote, that maybe you look into, you know, certain parties and check out their platforms to see how they support. Shocker, there's two big ones who don't support freedom of firearms and stuff, but
if this is important to you, vote accordingly. We can't tell you who to vote for, and we certainly are not suggesting some reckless act of violence. Deal with this the appropriate way. It's just ammo in the bucket if you go out and do something stupid, so don't be that person. You won't be a martyr, you'll just be a jackass.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of a sad update. This comes off the heels about a year and a half after our last update on C21.
No good news.
No good news. Yeah, there's no good news from the Great White North. Shit, I don't know. There's no happy way to end this video. So,
keep your limp sights fixed on Barely Tactical, and we see you next time.